And guess what I have done? Broke it. Can't believe I broke this one. It's just the frame is slightly twisted. So when I was putting it, it just went.
2 days after we got married, Carla suggested we sell everything, buy a boat and set sail. A year later we did just that. In the Canaries we picked up our naked sailor, Dobby. This is our... So here we are, beginning of week 5 in the boatyard.
Yeah, it's week 5, isn't it?
It's week 5, yes.
Yeah, so my plan for the week is finishing those windows. I have to sand all 3 little windows. I think it will take me 2 days.
Okay, I've got to do some little plugs. So where some of the plugs are missing. It's a small job.
Yeah, it's been raining like
Terrible.
mad over the weekend, so everything is flooded around here.
All the side decks are flooded and everything. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. My plan is to get the roof fixed. So I've got 2 sheets of plywood on at the moment out of 11, and hopefully by the end of the day I'll have all 11 on. That's my plan, to layer it up and glue it all up, and yeah, that would be good. And all the fiberglass materials have arrived, so if this goes well I'll do a bit of shaping tomorrow, and if the weather's good I'm going to lay the fiberglass on the top. So that's my plan, and then I'm moving on to the floor.
Yeah, I can't wait to move on the floor.
Inside,
and yesterday we went to order the kitchen. So the kitchen is all planned. It's really nice because it has a very nice white worktop with the sink mold.
Yeah, so the whole molded worktop thing in a white acrylic. It's actually rather quite nice.
Yeah, it's going to look very smart, very nice. Yes, very beautiful.
Yeah, IKEA's best.
It will take them 6 weeks to deliver the cabinet.
It goes on forever, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then they will have to come and take the shape of the worktop, and then yeah, it will take another 4 weeks or something. So it's going to take, in total it's going to be around 11 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So we're talking sort of mid-October.
Yeah.
But hey.
But it will give us time to do the things inside anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. We can live without the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have the kitchen.
No. So this is a glue roller that I bought to put the glue onto the roof. And you literally fill this reservoir up and then roll it on. I've never used one, but I'm going to see what it's like. I'm going to put just a little drop of water in it, just to make it a little bit more. Wasn't the plan. I discovered that the glue roller will cope with the glue without watering it down. To lay the 9 sheets of ply, it used 10 litres of glue. As I built up the layers, the roof became stronger and less flexible. The following day I could walk on it without it bending. Having never laminated up plywood before, I was surprised how easy the process was. Now back to Carla, who is downstairs working on the windows.
So I'm still on those. It's terrible, but it's actually going well, the work today, because I have to, this is Simon with the gun on the roof. Because I'm actually, it's just 11:30 and I'm on the second window already. So I still have to put the other two in, but I'll wait for someone to help me with that after lunch. And yes, I guess I will do most of the second one today. So it will leave me just with one for tomorrow, one and a bit for tomorrow, which is good. Pausing the video to give you time to subscribe to our channel. 70% of you guys are watching the videos without subscribing. Please help us to produce these free videos for you. Have you done it? Lovely. Let's continue the show. Thank you, everyone.
The doghouse is the main skylight into the saloon. The windows fold into the centre and have no way of keeping the rain and the weather out. I need to craft a wooden lip to close over the joint. So I've just been cutting a strip which is in the form of a V to go across the doghouse, the gap at the top, because there's a gap there, so it'll have 2 chamfers on it. This will take 4 very careful cuts with the bench saw. The first cut gives 1 chamfer on the top side, cut 2 the second chamfer. Cut 3 and 4 will only cut part of the way through the timber, leaving parallel cuts to the top and the bottom, producing a V profile. Here's the first chamfers on each side, and now I've got to run it back through the saw and actually cut only halfway in at an angle. So for that I actually have to put the saw blade vertical and have the wood on the angle. So here's the top, and then if I turn it over, you can see that it's the same profile. A bit of sanding to do. It all went rather well, and with a little sanding it came out to be a perfect fit. So I'm going to have to make a piece to fit here. Stop the rain coming in.
So I got to the very last window, and the last one we had to swap the glass because it was broken, the other one. And guess what I have done? Broken! Can't believe I broke this one. It's just the frame is slightly twisted. So when I was putting it, it just went. Can't believe that. We were so proud of ourselves because we haven't broken any window. So I finished all the windows today. I sanded all the windows apart from the one, well, I finished the sanding, but now we have this one that I broke. So we're gonna have to wait another 2 weeks for another one to come up.
Been having a bit of a debate about what to do with the corners of the pilot house. I was considering putting like a beading round the outside of the laminated up plywood, and to do that it would be much easier if the corners were square, because I could just mitre them as opposed to them being round. But being round obviously be much easier, softer if you happen to bump into them, although they are well above head height. So I've decided that having looked at some videos on YouTube last night about epoxying the roof, that I'm going to cut them into a round, take the edges off, all four corners, and epoxy it, and then put in a epoxy filler, and then sand it down and make it into a little finished edge. And I think in the long run that'll be the best result, because if I actually put a trim down, the chances are the water will get in between the plywood and the trim, and eventually it'll start to rot there and get a bit horrible. So that's it, I'm going to cut them. So the first thing I've done is to mask at the top, because this wood will splinter away with the jigsaw. So if I mask it up like that and cut around this line, I should be good. I should get a clean finish, and a little bit of sanding will do the trick. If I take this off, I should have a very nice clean finish. Look at that. No splintering. Excellent. So there we are, we've gone from square to round.
So yeah, the outside varnishing is going well. I just have this door to do. I did all the way around, and then the small windows, which are 5 of them. But yeah, it's going well. The weather is terrible. It's not very good. I hoovered the whole boat outside because I didn't want any, anything flying into the varnishing. But yeah, it's windy, and it's not supposed to rain, so hopefully it won't rain, but you never know. That's England for you.